We're going to talk a little bit of overnight line movers here. If you haven't done so yet, please check out SBRodds.com for all the latest line movements. Also, give us a follow on Twitter at SBR Sports Picks and also on the YouTube channel. Click that subscribe button. Every time Teddy and I go live on that betting show, you'll get the notification to pop in and view the programming. How about this? Last night, T-Wolves, nice winner out there in Los Angeles. Now they're going to be on the road in the back-to-back situation, as we like to say on this show, Teddy, heading into elevation. Lines opened up 8.5. Had 10 early this morning. Teddy, 10.5 now showing up here. Maybe a little bit of road-weary T-Wolves, rested and ready Utah Jazz here.
Yeah, I mean, there's two factors that I believe are in play for this line move. One, obviously Minnesota playing last night, winning last night, third consecutive victory, now going into altitude. It is not a bet-on spot for the T-Wolves. And there's a lot of concerns about Derrick Rose for tonight's ball game. Rose, if you remember, way back when, that was real early in the season when he hung out and scored 50 on the Jazz in the first meeting between these two teams. But he hurt his ankle in the first half, didn't return after halftime last night. He missed 6 games early in the season with that same right ankle injury. He's very questionable tonight. And obviously the markets, based on the early money, do not think that Derrick Rose is going to play. A big loss for a T-Wolves squad that, you know, has benefited tremendously from Rose's playmaking ability so far this season.
Friday night, Teddy, it's the return of the MAC, not the Mid-American Conference, the Metro Atlantic Conference here out on the East Coast. Couple line movers overnight. Not a lot to pick and choose from tonight on the card. Looks like 6 total games, some decent action going on. Ryder versus Iona heading over to New Rochelle. Quinnipiac versus Marist. If we take a look at the lines here, Ryder opened up -1, quickly bet to 2.5. Offshore Posts had Quinnipiac plus 3.5, now down to 2.5. So a little bit of movement in these, and we talk about these every once in a while, Teddy. Not the highlight games, not the Michigans, the Michigan States, the Dukes, but some of these lower level games, you can find an added advantage. You can certainly steal some points. Some of these lines already moving this morning at the time of filming, Teddy.
Yeah, and I don't handicap the MAC, the MAAC, not the MAC, the MAC, as much as I really used to get into this conference back in the day. The last 5 years or so, I haven't put as much time into it. You know, life changes and things happen. And you got to focus. This allows me to do shows like this without focusing on MAC basketball the way that I used to. All that being said, I had found this conference to be fairly profitable when you follow the teams closely, and certainly when it comes to streaking teams that are mispriced for whatever reason, and then the season starts and they continue to be mispriced. Boy, you can ride some streaks in this conference. Worth paying attention to, perhaps, tonight in both Ryder and Quinnipiac ball games.
Should be interesting to find out and watch. We'll set it up as it goes. Our daily profile, Teddy, Super Bowl 53 coming up next Sunday. We'll be doing the live betcast from Jaco Beach, Costa Rica, getting you ready to go. Last year I was in the same betcast. Was a lot of fun. We'll be doing it again. So something to keep an eye out for on Super Bowl Sunday. If you're not watching the telecast directly, pop on sportsbookreview.com through the YouTube page. We'll have a lot of fun and certainly enjoy that. Teddy, taking a look at the lines. If we look at some of these strip casinos down there in Las Vegas or even off the strip with stations at -2.5, -120, Caesars -2.5, -115, those numbers creeping towards 3s. And as I look at some of the betting splits out here, seems to me still, Teddy, same diagnosis we've had so far. It's all Patriots money early.
It has to be all Patriots money early because everybody that wants to bet the Rams is waiting. This is an awkward situation for the sports books. All right. All the big bets they're taking so far, they're all on New England. They know the public's going to be on New England. And they know that at 3, the wise guys will be on the dog. But as soon as they move to 3, one book moves to 3, bang, they're getting pounded. They got to move back down to 2.5 because the wise guys are dealing. So when the market broadly moves to 3, I think it'll stay. For the time being, as one book goes in, Bovada's at 3 now. Bovada. I'll refrain. I'll refrain from talking about what Bovada does to winning bettors. But they don't take wise guy action. We'll just leave it that way. So they can hang a 3. Coast here in Vegas now has a 3. They're another book that is known for not taking sharp action. So those kind of books have been able to move to 3 because they're not going to take $10,000 and $20,000 bets on the dog as soon as it goes there. But I do expect this line to close 3 at most books, and it's clearly a situation where the public likes the favorite the wise guys will be on the dog when they get the price they're looking for.